hold on a little more. It's going to be fine. It's going to be better. You know why? When there is life, there is what? Exactly. So just hold on. Okay? Yeah. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I'm here because you're there. Today is the 24th day in the month of November 2025. And check time is 7:04 a.m. I'm set to deliver all of the headlines this morning, back to back. And of course, when I'm done, Rufai Oseni will join me as usual, and then Dr. Peter Anonsike will follow suit. It promises to be engaging, conversational, and robust. Friends, join me. Let's take a walk. Punch newspaper will lead this morning. To some basic stories now. On Yuletide, police ban fireworks in Imo and Plateau. Suicide bomb kills 3 officers in Pakistan. FCTA begins promotion exams for 8,000 workers tomorrow. Naira slips to $1,456.72 in the parallel market. Atiku to pick ADC membership card today in Adamawa. Officially ADC member, right? It's okay. And to one of the biggest stories here, courtesy Punch newspaper, marks adoption crisis. Tinubu pulls 100,000 policemen from VIPs. I take that again. On marks adoption crisis, Tinubu pulls 100,000 policemen from VIPs. And then another Nigerian graduate dies in the United Kingdom. FRSC officer, daughter's suspected killer arrested in Ghana. States pile up 1.06 trillion naira debt despite record allocation. Audit uncovers over 61 billion naira payment breaches in NNPC. 2 arrested over attack on Fuji musician Obesere. And still talking politics, APC PDP trade words in Zamfara after Tinubu sends Matawale to Kebbi. On PDP convention, tear gas factional feud Sheikh Wadata Plaza. APC National Secretary opts out of Osun 2026 governorship race. 774 NNPP members defect to APC in Kano. You cannot overturn Daniel's suspension, Ogun APC tells National Working Committee. All right. From Punch newspaper, let me give you some more story from Daily Thrust newspaper now. And check it time, 7:07. It is. Atiku to pick up ADC membership card today. Tinubu bars policemen from protecting VIPs. On insecurity, 13 teenage girls abducted in Borno. Yes. How Southern Kaduna moved from opposition fortress to APC stronghold. On insecurity now, NPAN calls for action, elects Lady Maiden Alex Ibru as president. Let's look at some 4 more stories. Still insecurity. I'm monitoring the situation nationwide, says Tinubu. Worshippers abducted from Kwara Church regain freedom. ISWAP abducts female teenagers in Borno. And then soldiers chase Boko Haram terrorists out of Borno town. VOP FM, check it time, 7:08 a.m. This time, I'll give you more stories courtesy Vanguard newspaper. Oyedipo to Christians, take charge before genocide descends into anarchy. And then, 38 victims abducted from Kwara Church regain freedom. On security shakeup, Tinubu approves 30,000 police recruits and withdraws VIP escorts. Tinubu approves 30,000 police recruits, withdraws VIP escorts. And then to some more now. Let's look at it. On Eruku attack, Jandor commends Tinubu on rescue of 38 kidnapped worshippers. Dangote unveils $700 million expansion plan to boost sugar production. Ban on sachet alcohol threatens 1.9 trillion naira local investments, according to MAN. Federal government ends pioneer incentive tax exemption for businesses. And then, state of the Nigerian economy, an objective view. It's a piece you might just want to read there. And then let's get to some more now. Stockbrokers outline strategic action to accelerate transformation of Nigeria's capital market. On security shakeup, I told you Tinubu approves 30,000 police recruits and withdraws VIP escorts. Okay. NIMASA seeks stronger port state control to enhance safety. SEC begins T+2 settlement cycle in capital market on Friday. To some more basic information now. School abduction, seek help or resign. PDP tells Tinubu, seek help or resign. Osun 2026 APC National Secretary Bashiru withdraws from Guba race. Why I left panel investigating Timipre Silva, says Seriake Dixon. And then Nnamdi Kanu's conviction represents failure of leadership, says Peter Obi. And then finally here, Ashoebi boys, how G5 governors went from bromance to breakup, by Stephanie. All right, it's a piece you might just want to grab there and read. So I'll quickly move from Vanguard newspaper to the Sun newspaper. Of course, it's going to be very sunny today. Okay, now on insecurity, ISWAP abducts 13 teenage girls in Borno. 2027, I have right to freedom of expression and opinion. Minister replies, Kano APC leadership. I have right to freedom of expression and opinion. Minister replies, Kano APC leadership. Niger lawmakers demand urgent action to rescue abducted students. Over 1,000 students migrate from private to public secondary school in Edo. Kano's conviction may affect Tinubu's re-election. Okoye, coordinator TBNI, is the one speaking. Kano's conviction may affect Tinubu's re-election. And then, Anioma, Nigeria's most economically viable state creation proposal. Ogana is the one speaking. Anioma is Nigeria's most economically viable state creation proposal. Okay. Tinubu to a way of Adoekiti, your leadership inspirational to Nigerians. Let's look at it more now. In Kano, APC 484 wards, 44 local government areas endorsed Tinubu as party's sole presidential candidate. APC 484 wards and 44 local government areas endorsed Tinubu as party's sole presidential candidate. And then Tinubu remains committed to safety and protection of all Nigerians. Onyeji Ocha is the one speaking. Tinubu remains committed to safety and protection of all Nigerians. More information now. Daily Post is next. Daily Post is here. Tinubu orders withdrawal of police officers attached to VIPs. Why is Nigeria persistently bleeding? Says Peter Obi. Why is Nigeria persistently bleeding? Says Peter Obi. How many arrests made? Fouls blasts Tinubu after rescue of 38 CAC Kwara worshippers. How many arrested or how many arrests have been made so far That's what Files is saying. Okay, let's get to some more headlines now. Kwara PDP welcomes release of Eruku abductees, demands arrest of perpetrators. Oshun AAC warns public against fake working committee list. 2027 Ganduje Kanu APC stakeholders endorse Tinubu as unanimous candidate. Ganduje Kanu APC stakeholders endorse Tinubu as unanimous candidate. And then on insecurity, ask for help or resign, PDP tells Tinubu. Misguided, APC knocks Peter Obi over comments on Nnamdi Kanu's conviction. Kebbi APC youths tackle Zamfara PDP over comments on abducted schoolgirls. Let's check up the Guardian newspaper for some other stories. Just a couple of stories here. COP30 countries to scale up climate finance and endorse just transition. Yeah, that's what it is. Countries to scale up climate finance, endorse just transition. And then to some more headlines now. Foundation adjusts national dialogue format to honor Segun Awolowo. On insecurity, PDP accuses Tinubu of capitulating to terrorists, false school closure. Finally, embrace U.S. support against terrorists. Pandef, Yoruba Ronu, urge Tinubu. I'll take that again. Embrace U.S. support against terrorists. Pandef, Yoruba Ronu, urge Tinubu. And finally, to the Nation newspaper this morning before we join Rufai Oseni. G20 summit ends with another diplomatic spate involving U.S. American senators slam Trump's Russia-Ukraine peace plan. Alafin crowns philanthropist for her community impact. Commissioner to lead talks at real estate summit. Section 1 of Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway ready for public use on December 12th. Tinubu orders withdrawal of policemen from VIP duties. Finally, 38 Kwara abductees rescued. We are Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I say to you, feel free to join the conversation this morning via all of our social media platforms. Hey, get to YouTube for me. There you can watch me live and also have the opportunity to drop your comment, your observation, your take, your comment, your query. Hey, but for your query, you will take it easy. I mean, you will keep it civil. Yes, you will mind what you say on a national radio. Okay? Thank you so much. Let's join Rufai Oseni at this time for some analysis. Let's go.
So isn't it the height of hypocrisy in Nigeria when a court sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment for an ISWAP leader that actually committed real crimes, that actually killed people, destroyed lives? An ISWAP leader gets 20 years imprisonment. So you see, these are parts of the things we always see about the Nigerian state. And that's why people ask questions. Are we ready to stop the insecurity? And it's a very sad, narrow path we are working on as a nation. And the earlier we ask ourselves the questions, the better it is for us. But if we don't want to ask ourselves the question, let's keep deceiving ourselves. We'll see where the deceits will lead us. Like I said before, Nnamdi Kanu has a right to be able to appeal that court judgment. This is the time for him to work with his lawyers, see how to appeal the court judgment, and we keep speaking truth to power. Second point, you see, the governor of Kebbi State is not asking the question I was asking by saying, who are those that instructed the military to leave that school in Kebbi where that attack happened? As we're talking about that, look at also Niger, over 100 people. We're also hearing about Nasarawa. So in the space of this weekend, we had major attacks. So when you have major attacks like that, what is happening? There's a level of complicity happening. Who is asking the questions? Who is providing the solutions? I think these are fundamental questions we need to keep asking ourselves. And it's so sad that we're not telling the truth. Let's be realistic. Nigeria is failing. If we want to stop the problem, we can stop it. But our leaders ready to stop it? Are they really ready to stop it? Or people are still playing political games and there's persecution happening? Look at what a former SSG to the state government, to Benue state government, or that called from America on VOPTV. Look at what he said. He said that when they apprehended some of the people that attacked their community, they saw military ID card amongst them. So that means they show that these people that did some of these things are also part of the Nigerian army. So there's a level of complicity. While that is going on, I've also spoken to military men. There's a level of complicity that is going on. Apart from that, corruption is also going on. Equipment are not bought. Capacity is not built. You see the kind of life we live. It is righteousness that will exalt a nation. You see this politicking we are playing with the lives of people. We should remember that sin is a reproach. That's just it. Sin is a reproach. We need to be forthright. We are not forthright. We are not forthright. We need to be forthright. And because if we are not forthright enough, nothing can happen. Just imagine a governor now querying the military of withdrawal before the MAGA adoptions in Benue State. And while all of this is happening, the defense minister is not even in the country. The defense minister is in Dubai. President Tinubu is cancelling his trip to South Africa. He's delegating Shetima. But as he's been around, what have we even been able to do? What have we been able to do to save the people? Governor Alia is saying there's no present genocide. The question we should ask Governor Alia is that, did he say this? Did he say this when he was a priest? That's the question we should ask him. Did he say this when he was a priest? He said, we don't have religious, ethnic, or any racial, any national state genocide. We don't have that. But what we have in numbers and security was not genocide. The government is now saying it's not intended to deny the severity or diminish the severity of the victims. You can see how people behave. This was a man that a lot of people loved because he was a priest. And when he was a priest, he spoke truth to power. He spoke truth to power. We should ask the likes of Reverend Alia or Father Alia, what changed? What changed? People like Mufon were bold enough to say it's genocide. So what changed? You see, this country, may God will allow us use our own hand to destroy our own heavenly race. May God not allow us use our own hand to destroy our own heavenly race because we want to be politically correct. And these things are very sad. These things are very sad. This was the same of earlier. That a lot of people looked up to. And that's why I now see that the Catholic Church was kicking against his governorship ambition because they knew that politics was going to make him say some things that's going to be controversial. Yeah? Today, when I say there's no Christian genocide, when your ally wants to claim that he has not seen the massive persecution and killing of his parishioners, with the Catholic, with the Bishop Atule Wilson of Makurdi, will he be proud about what he has just said? We need to tell ourselves the truth. And the truth is only what will make us free. Reverend Alia, pray for member of the congregation, very popular. Started having mass following. This was a healing reverend, a man that was very popular. Today, something else, politics. Oh, wow. May God continue to heal our land. So, a couple of stories making the rounds. After due consultation and verification, the number of people kidnapped actually in Niger is going to over 320 something, because 315 students plus I think 12 teachers, so I think 327 in total. And that just shows the phase Nigeria is today. Kidnapping everywhere. And while all of this is going on, President Tinubu sent Vice President Shettima to G20, and when they're talking about illegal financial flows. President Trump again on radio, Brian Kilmeade's show on radio did talk about Nigeria, said America has given us a lot of subsidies and there's been a massive level of killing. You see, what we should ask the government is, when are they going to stop the complicity of the security forces? Because, you know that story I talked about in KB, that it was after the military left there that the kidnappers came in to kidnap people in KB. A village leader has also brought that point forward, that what led to the military leaving there. Even in Benue, I got a chance to be able to chat with Frank Otor, my Sunday show. And he also said the same, that in Benue, that's also the case, that there's also allegations of complicity. In fact, he talked about the fact that during the attacks, when they saw 2 people drop dead, and they actually saw some people, with military ID cards among them. And was able to archive and verify them. He said he reported the case to the military hierarchy, said they're going to investigate, and nothing came out of it. So, see, also, this fight just shows that there's a lot of talk about complicity, and there's no sincerity. And it's not today. Professor Bolaji Akiyemi did say on TV that at the height of the Chibok girls' palaver, that the Americans said they were going to help us, but they were going to gas the place. When the Americans did the last reconnaissance before they went into gas the place, they saw Boko Haram members wearing gas masks. So who told them? So it's this level of complicity. So even if we are going to talk about help from America and everything, it's at a time where there's a large allegation of complicity across board in military apparatchik. I think these are questions we should be able to answer. If we don't answer them, forget it. Because look at the KB attacks. It is showing that there's a large level of complicity. How can it be 30 minutes after, just 30 minutes after, that these terrorists and heinous elements got there? It was just 30 minutes after the military left, or the security forces left. So We should ask questions about complicity, because it is now shown that there's a complicity. So who are those pandering to sentiment against the killings of people? I think that's one part we're not even looking at. Who are those propelling this genocide? Look at also the case of Tiv in Taraba. The Tiv in Taraba facing great level of genocide. There are IDP camps there. There are IDP camps in Benue, International Market. How do I know these things? Because through charitable foundations and things like that, we've extended hands of help and healing to IDP camps. You were on this show, on my show, we reached out to IDP camps in Gumi, in Abuja. So we keep doing all of this advocacy and charity work to the IDP camp. But is it right for Nigerians to be coming back and to live in the IDP camps in their country? And that's why Professor Wolishenka was being hypocritical by slamming Trump. Anyway, you already know he has a fight with Trump. By slamming Trump by saying that, is he the same person that say, oh, guns are blazing? How will Trump, you don't get to an extent where guns are blazing? Is this in the same society that they are killing people like animals, like they're killing people in Nigeria? In what same society, in the space of 1 week, close to 500 people or close to 400 people are taken away? 327 plus 12. In what same society? President Wolishenka cannot just say we should stop the killings, the government has failed. No. And you are blaming Trump, saying guns are blazing. In what same society, I'd like to ask Professor Wolishenka, that people are just taken and killed like that? I'd like to ask President, in what same society that somebody that actually carried out killings, bandit killings, terrorist killings, was given 20 years imprisonment? Another of the Kanu was given life imprisonment for incitement, and quickly he was taken to Sokoto. Look at the Kuje jailbreak. It was terrorists that were there. They didn't take him to Kuje in Abuja. He was quickly taken to Sokoto once that judgment came in. So why was he taken to Sokoto? So these are the things we keep saying. So it all looks very politically slanted. And when we talk now, they say, oh no. You see, the bias against people in this country just shows from all of the government's decision. And we keep speaking truth to power until the time Nigeria gets a leader that can speak truth to power, because President Tinubu has failed largely. These were the things he blamed Jonathan for. We all say that every time. These were the things he blamed Jonathan for. God knows all the names he called Jonathan. See, even Simon Kolawole wrote an article recently that I posted on my YouTube, on my page, and I posted on my Twitter, and I'll read the article to you about some of the things President Tinubu himself said when they were campaigning them in APC. He posted something. He said something there, something very instructive. He said, recall that on November 5, 2014, in Ilorin, at a political rally organized by Governor Fatah Ahmed to declare a second term bid, the APC leader spoke one after the other. This I'm quoting Simon Kolawole. Among those in attendance were General Buhari, presidential aspirant, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Right Honorable Tambawa, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, APC spokesperson, then President Tinubu. President Tinubu, the national leader of the party, said, I saw a sea of refugees caused by Boko Haram insurgents and the lies coming from Jonathan's administration. Have we not seen a sea of refugees caused by insurgents of Boko Haram under Tinubu administration and the lies coming from Tinubu administration today? They exhibited failure, lack of capacity, vision and creativity. Not done. As in Tinubu's government, I'm using Tinubu's words to talk to him back. Hasn't he exhibited failure, lack of capacity and vision? Tinubu fired more shots. He said the lies of yesterday are what they repeated today, and what they will repeat tomorrow. Is that in the case of his government? They are lying to you. They are lying about insecurity, toying with the security of this country. I don't have time to explain the logic of their lie. But if you control the armed forces and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, why should any part of this country be under occupation? President Tinubu, like you said to Jonathan there during the rally, if you control your commander-in-chief, why should there be IDP camps in Durumi in all parts of the country? And you give excuses every day. In a civilized country, Jonathan should have resigned. But if he will not resign, you should have waited our broom. We will sweep him away. They swept Jonathan away. But here we are 10 decades after. Tinubu is commander-in-chief, but Nigeria remains under siege. So look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. So, and this is a Simon Kolawole that I wrote in support of Tinubu before. This is Simon Kolawole that I wrote in support of Tinubu. So, these are the truths of the truths that can exist at the same time. And like I was telling you, Kebbi District Head Dantani, kidnappers operated freely for 2 hours after soldiers withdrew. Do you also know that over the weekend in Wasagu community in Kebbi State, another attack on farmers happened? 40 people were abducted. And all of this. And when all of this is happening, please, I would like to tell Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He's not trying to say, it's because of the lawyers that took over the Kanu case that they didn't do the case well. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, please, you have withdrawn from the case. Just leave it at that. It's not good. You now be seeing the lawyers going at loggerheads at each other. It's not a nice one. It doesn't all go well. Please, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. It doesn't all go well. It's not a nice optics. Please, whatever you have against the legal team, you are settling it amongst yourself. Because we also know that it is in this same country that they gave a full-blown bandit, somebody that killed people, 20 years imprisonment. So let's stop calling this. I'm not saying I supported everything that the kind of said. Like I always said, call for incitement of violence and everything is wrong. And some things you should have gone the route of saying, and which I don't condone, but do not think that the Nigerian legal system is all is kumbaya. It's not a nice one. Let's just do well for this country. That's just.
At least some good news. We're happy. They said 50 out of the over 300 people kidnapped in Niger have been returned. And they said, I think about 38 people, I think also out of the KB case, from memory serves, have returned. So there's been some returning of people here and there. There's been some, the Kwara case, beg your pardon, Governor Razak confirmed that the people in the Kwara case have been returned. I think 38 of them. They've announced the release of these people, so we're happy about that. The question is, we should not be kidnapped in the first place, but these are some good reports. At least we'll take this one on the Sunday. And by the way, the resident doctor is still on strike. And the resident doctor has denied the federal government's claim of progress in negotiation, that they say that the strike is still on.
All right.
And they are still pushing for their cases to be heard.
Thank you, Rufai.
So
thank you.
That's
so
just
much.
some updates as we got.
Okay, thank you indeed for all of your updates. Thank you so much. All right, I really do appreciate you, Rufai Oseni, for those updates. But right now, Dr. Peter Anosike is going to be joining me. We'll look deeper into some of these headlines. Let's go deeper into them. Good morning to you, Dr. Peter Anosike.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. And good morning to listeners. I'm wishing you a very successful week. Go out and succeed.
I love that. Go out and succeed. You heard the words of Rufai Oseni this morning. How would you look at it?
Well, I want to start by commending my very good friend Rufai Oseni, Oseni is from Odobonu in Ogun State. He's from Odobonu in Ogun State. He's not one of the Omoto Shores. Understand?
Okay.
You can see how factual he is. You can see how factual Oseni is. Understand? That's why in my book, Abuse of Power, How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few, I have to acknowledge him in the book, understand?
Yeah.
And I wrote Rufai Oseni, a study in speaking truth to power and integrity. He is one of the most courageous and fearless journalists of our time. A man who has refused to be compromised in any way. Truth is always bitter. And Oseni doesn't mind telling it without minding whose ox is God. His style has always been, it is better to be hot with the truth than to be comforted with falsehood. Oseni, I deeply appreciate you a lot. God will continue to guide and protect you from the haters of the truth. So that's what I said about Oseni. That's in the book Abuse of Power. And just watch what he has said this morning. Just see what he has said this morning. Understand? So I commend him for his objectivity. And God will continue to take him higher and higher.
Amen to your prayer. Let me also quickly mention here that some Nigerians are ready to be taken higher, willing to be taken higher, or might want to be taken higher. What am I talking about? Tinubu will approve 30,000 police recruits. Don't you think these guys will want to be taken higher? Talk to me.
If that is taken higher, leave them where they are.
Oh, really? Is that what you say?
If that is to be taken higher, leave them where they are.
But you remember the verse of the national anthem, I pledge to Nigeria, my country,
no,
all of us.
That's the old one.
Is the old one, that old one.
No.
They might revise that one.
All things has passed away.
Oh, but we are enjoying the old one now, right? I mean, we are enjoying it.
No. All things has passed away.
Don't you think they say the older the merrier?
If he's recruiting 30,000 people means taking them higher and allow them to remain where they are.
They want to be lower.
Yes.
But how would you look at it basically? Shake up, actually. Withdrawal of about 100,000 VIP escorts. 100,000 policemen that have been escorting VIPs. So withdraw them, and then Tinubu wants 30,000 persons to be recruited.
Well, for me, I've not really seen it because that is the ways the IGs make their money. Understand? Sending policemen to VIPs is one of the ways that IGs make their money, because IG is not necessarily picked on merit. This is what Nigerians will know. It is
the IGs are not picked on merit.
It is the highest bidder. I know of somebody who took 200 million naira to Abuja to lobby for somebody to become an IG, but he was outbidded. So it is a contract. Understand? Getting an IG is a contract. And how does those contractors make their money? By sending a policemen to VIPs. So every time a new IG comes in, the first statement is, I'm going to withdraw that's VIP's escort. Understand? I'm going to withdraw VIP's escort. Check all the IGs that have been appointed. Their first statement is always, I'm going to withdraw VIP's escort. Understand?
Okay.
What do they mean? It's for those VIPs to pay more.
Oh, really?
So that's how those who contributed money for making of IGs get back their money. So until they begin to withdraw it, then I will not tell you whether it is true or not. Because I know of civilians, ordinary people like me, who are using even 10 policemen. An individual is not holding any political position, but he is using 10 policemen. So until they begin to withdraw it, I will know whether it is true or not.
The reason is that they want them to concentrate on their core police duties. Core, that's what they said.
All these are theories. I said until they begin to those VIPs that we know, until we begin that to see them without escorts, then we know that what they said is true.
The presidential directive reads: VIPs who want police protection will now request well-armed personnel from the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. Now there they go. NSCDC.
But they still have their own functions. Understand? Even though they are now even doing policemen work. NSDC are now fighting with policemen over who is to do what. But their main duty is protecting the pipelines. Understand? And other things, not arresting people on the street. One day I had a policeman telling somebody, I will report you to NASMA.
I don't understand how.
A policeman was telling somebody, I will report you to NASMA, because he know that they have failed. They don't have respect anymore. Understand? So a policeman, imagine, it's just like a father saying, I will report you to your mother. And that happens when you have failed.
But don't you think the duties, I mean, maybe, I don't know, he's not supposed to carry out the duties of a last man. He's saying
it's not a vehicle issue. It is not a vehicle issue. But he knows that national people are more firm than policemen.
Oh, really?
Sure.
What's your take on that, really?
Because they have compromised. Because they have made themselves cheap. Even Aborus don't respect policemen. Aborus don't respect policemen anymore. Understand? They only fear those in the real military. That's Army, Navy, Air Force. I cannot be sharing money with you and be respecting you.
Okay. Let's look deep into some of the issues. Nnamdi Kanu is also in the news, everyone. But before I delve into let's remain with insecurity. Then later I'll cross board. Okay. 13 teenage girls abducted in Borno. Some says is ISWAP doing it.
Well, it has become a norm. It has become a norm, and what has happened within this week? At least I wasn't around in 1960, but I read. Nigeria has never been so terrorized since independence till this week that just ended.
I've never been terrorized.
Nigeria have never been quote me anywhere. I can say it anywhere. Nigeria have never been terrorized since the day of independence till what happened till the week that just passed. And I wonder if APC is still in the opposition, what they will have. That is, the government in power would not have had peace. But the opposition now doesn't understand what it means to be in the opposition. Imagine police saying that people should not protest over adoption. That is instruction by police. So assuming that their children were adopted, they will fold their hands. So very soon now it will become a norm.
Pandef, surprisingly, I read the story, where Pandef is saying that Tinubu should seek support, embrace U.S. support against terrorists. This is Pandef and Yoruba Runu, a group urging the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu go and seek support. Seek support from America to help, these insurgency in your country, all of these killings and that,
Well, some people are worrying more about 2027 than what is happening now.
Oh, it's about 2027.
Some people worry more about 2027 than what is than what is really happening now, because they don't want to offend the powers that be. Do you understand me? They don't want to look bad in the book of the powers that be. Mind you, in 2014, it was said that attack on Boko Haram was an attack to the north. So some people may not want. Some people said it. Understand? Some people say, even Buhari himself said that Jonathan is using a fight against Boko Haram to depopulate the voting population of the north, which means the terrorists are also voting. And these people wrote petition to ICC against Ihejirika, who was the chief of army staff then, that he was killing terrorists. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So some people are worried more about 2027 than what is happening as we speak. But to me, it is not shameful to seek help. Understand? When something is beyond you, you need to seek help. And insecurity in the country now is beyond this present administration. So the best thing to say, I cannot help myself, so come and help me. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
The PDP is also telling the federal government, telling Tinubu, that he is failing his primary duty, to protect Nigerians. And of course, they're warning Tinubu to either resign or seek help.
Well, that ing in that word there, fending, is not supposed to be fending. He has failed. That should be the right word. Understand? He has failed.
Not ing, but ed.
Ed. He has failed in upholding the oath he swore, which is protection of life and property, which is the number one responsibility of every government. Protection of life and property. He has failed in that. Just imagine what has happened there within a week. From last Sunday to this Sunday, there's no day that people were not kidnapped, were not abducted. Imagine the sorrows and pain being caused to the parents, to the relations of these people. And with them, we have a government.
People really don't resign in this part of the world, right?
Because we have no shame. Because we have no shame. Understand me? Because we have no shame. In UK, because they have they call their ministers secretaries. The secretary of education in UK, her daughter got admission, which they felt didn't come the right way.
Okay.
He was criticized and he resigned.
Just like that.
He resigned. Not that he committed any offense. Understand? That his daughter got admission. Understand? As a privileged student. 14 people were given admission. British press begin to question, why should the secretary of education daughter be involved? Understand? The man has to resign. So we are a different species of human beings.
Aside that, Tinubu has said he's on top of the situation. He's monitoring the country. I mean, there's a headline to that.
That is monitoring.
He's monitoring the situation.
Okay, which means he is seeing the abductions. And what does monitoring means? Supervising. Another word for monitoring is supervising. I am monitoring you. It means I am supervising you. I'm seeing what you are doing. So these people
don't use the word supervise.
Monitoring means supervising.
No, but when you use supervise,
which means the person that cast that headline did not know the meaning of what he did. Monitoring means supervising. I am monitoring you. I am monitoring you means I am supervising you. I am seeing what you are doing. So if Tinubu is supervising, fine and good. Fine and good.
All right. Jandor is commending Tinubu on the rescue of the 38 kidnapped worshippers in Kwara State. Jandor.
Where is Tinubu? Where? In Indore? No, how did he rescue them?
Well, that's what Jandor is saying. The 2027 Lagos All Progressives governorship aspirant and lead visionary of the Lagos for Lagos movement, Jandor has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the prompt and decisive actions that led to the rescue of all the 38 worshippers abducted during the recent attack on the Catholic Church, in Kwara State.
Well, he just wants to see if he can get a Lagos State APC governorship nomination, which he will not. So he is just wasting his time. His psychophancy will not give him that ticket. His psychophancy will not give him that ticket. We already know who is going to be the APC governorship candidate in 2027.
Oh, really?
Sure.
It's okay.
And it's not a Jandon.
Okay. Let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu now. There's been recent basketballs as regards, his conviction. But then, Okoye, coordinator of TBNI, he has said Kanu's conviction may affect Tinubu's re-election. That's the basic statement. That's what he said. But people begin to wait. Affect Tinubu's chances in 2027. How?
For me,
people will tell you he has governors already.
For me,
in his side.
For me, 2027.
And there's money to throw around.
For me, 2027.
Judges are behind him. 2027
is still very, very far. Understand? Because Tinubu's chances in October, understand, has dwindled. Understand? Okay. Tinubu's chances in October has dwindled because international communities are losing confidence in his government. International communities are losing confidence in his government. And what is happening now is exactly what happened in 2014, 2015. They manipulated insecurity to make Jonathan's government to look weak and irresponsible. Understand? Yeah. That was from inside, and that's exactly what is happening now. That is the compromise, the complicit that you are seeing everywhere. Understand? Yeah. So Tinubu's government, his chances are not looking bright at all. But for me, who is a citizen of Nigeria, who has a voter's card, understand? If you are in APC, I heard that APC will start doing their door-to-door campaign.
Okay.
So as an Igbo man, if you are coming to knock at my door to campaign for Tinubu, you must come with Nnamdi Kanu.
Oh, really?
You must come with Nnamdi Kanu. If you're not coming with Nnamdi Kanu, you should not knock at my door. Understand me? As an Igbo man who will vote in 2027, and you want to come to knock at my door to campaign for Tinubu, you must come with Nnamdi Kanu. And I know that many people will also think that way. So when Okoye say that it will affect Tinubu's chances, there are reasons to it.
Okay.
Because the conviction and throwing of Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto prison has shamed all the APC and big men in the southeast who were boasting that Tinubu is their friend. They have known Tinubu for 100 years. They have known Tinubu for 30 years. And you know somebody, claim that somebody is your friend, and you have gone to ask him for something he will tell you that he would do it and he did not do it. It simply means that person is not your friend. That person does not value you. So what happened on that day, 20th of November, simply showed that Tinubu has no regard for any APC politician in the Southeast. It shows that Tinubu does not value any APC politician in the Southeast. Because there's no way northern governors will come to Tinubu and ask him of something and Tinubu will not do it. There's no way northern governors will come to Tinubu and ask him of something and Tinubu will not do it. That's why I say from the depth of my heart, shame to all the so-called APC big men in the Southeast. Shame to all of them. Benjamin Kano, Ojozo Kano, what is the other one in Imo? Hope Ozodema, all from A to Z. Shame on them. They should cover their faces with shame.
No, but some persons have said those holding Nnamdi Kanu are his own people.
That's Umuahia people.
Not Umuahia people. Like some Indigbos. We can't generalize it now.
That's the people that I mentioned now. That's the people that I have mentioned. Because if you are my friend, understand, and
that Nnamdi is a threat if he is released.
I say shame, because they have told us that they have gone to Tinubu, and Tinubu has promised to release Nnamdi Kanu. All of them have said this. Benjamin Kanu said this. Ojozo Kanu said this. Sondudu said this. Or the man from Enugu, Peter Mba said this. All of them have said this. At the end of the day, what happened? Nnamdi Kanu was given life imprisonment. Nnamdi Kanu was thrown to the dogs in Sokoto. Understand? So it means that he has no regard, he has no respect for all these people. If it's me, I will feel ashamed. If it's me, I will feel very, very ashamed. So all of them should feel ashamed. They should cover their faces with shame. They shouldn't even appear in public. If they have conscience, they shouldn't appear in public. There's no way northern governors will come to Tinubu, do this thing for us, and Tinubu will not do it. So what happened on that is simply show that Tinubu has no regard for all the Igbo people in APC.
I know some will say the fear of northerners is a different thing. It's different.
Okay, there's no fear for the Easterners. So there's no fear for the Easterners. Well, for me, that it has exposed them that they are all shoe shiners. It has exposed them that all of them, no matter the Prado Jeep that they are driving up and down, they are inconsequential in Tinubu's mind. That is what it means.
All right. In your book, Abuse of Power, How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few, I listened to you while you were reading up what you wrote about Rufai Oseni and a couple of persons you couldn't mention. All right. Omoyele Sowore also there, Comrade Ibechuku, Ezike, all had their own sides to it.
These are good people. These are good people. You can never see a name of a politician in any of my book.
Oh, really?
Because now, let me tell you something. In 2012, I went when Okorocha was the governor of Imo State. Then he was doing what he called the IMYES, that's Imo State Youth Empowerment Scheme. He was giving the youth money. So I went to him. I say, excuse me, sir, giving people money without the knowledge to utilize that money, they are going to waste it. So this my book, Dangote 10 Commandments on Money, will help them to make proper use of that money that you are giving them. So what Okrocha did then, I got to his office around 4. Understand? The 4 in the evening. So he read through bits that of the book and said, Peter, your book make interesting reading, but I cannot promote the book of my rival. So his rival was is Aliko Dangote. That was what Okrocha told me, because the book was titled Dangote's 10 Commandments on Money. It was one-on-one interview with Aliko Dangote. Okay. So it was after interviewing him that I now use what he told me in the interview that to write that book.
The book.
So Okorocha said, Peter, your book make interesting reading, but I cannot promote the book of my rival. If it is about me that you wrote, I will have taken it everywhere in the world. You know how Okorocha talk. He said, but if it's about me that you wrote, I will have taken it everywhere in the, that's So imagine me writing a book on Okorocha and he's in prison. People will be saying, look, that's Okrocha, that is your friend. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Even when I'm no more there, they will transfer that to my children. Your father was among those that was encouraging politicians that stole money from this country. Do you understand me?
Sure.
So I make sure that bad people, and again, that Dangote 10 Commandments on Money, the forward was written by Dora Akuyindi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I make sure that I deal with credible people. I make sure that whatever I'm doing it with honest, transparent, credible people. Even in the next 100 years, I'll be proud of them.
There's a lot, Nigerians. There's a lot about this book. You need to find out why. The book is written. Abuse of power: How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few, by Dr. Peter Anosike. All right, a whole lot is written here. So much I cannot mention right now. But you know what? For those who just or those that are just listening or joining us, maybe for the first time in a while, Omoyele Sowore was in the studio a couple of weeks ago. I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
that should be 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago now. So when he came and he saw this book, he read through it, and of course he wrote something in this book also. All right. So he now said the book should be subsidized. It was 10,000 naira. All right, but now it's now 5,000 naira. A whole lot is in this book. All right, it reveals so much more, and that's why we're encouraging Nigerians to at least just pick a copy or two, or you can buy for friends, family members, and a couple of persons. You need to know the truth about what is happening in Nigeria. Abuse of power: How Democracy Turned into Tyranny of the Few. Dr. Peter Anosike has got some other books, some other very big books, business books, and a whole lot. All right, it's just 5,000 naira, and it will get to you wherever you are in the world. Yes, we've been pushing it outside the country and everywhere. People are asking for it, so you can also do same. All right, it's just 5,000. All you need to do is just send a message, a WhatsApp preferably, to the number 070 121 46454. 070 121 46454. Or the last time, 070 121 46454. WhatsApp preferably. If you're not on WhatsApp here, you can now send text message. Just send a WhatsApp message or a text message to the number 070 121 46454, and a copy will get to you. Like I said, it's just 5,000 naira only. I'll go on a very short break, and when I return, I want to hear your voice. All right? Yeah, talk back. I know you want to touch on some of these issues that we've actually analyzed. Peter Anosike alongside Rufai Oseni, we've been touching on a couple of stories here. So much more here. All right. Article to PKDC membership card today in Adamawa. We'll be right back, everyone. Join us again. My name is Jude.
You are listening
to your the number one station.
to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
Customer, welcome. What you want buy?
I wan buy changeover cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See am here.
No, now I'm looking for Slaughter Star J Cotard Fuse and Distribution Board, Nipo Cotard Fuse, Star J Solar Battery, Inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel.
But Oga,
Don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J Changeover Cotard Fuse, Slaughter Distribution Board, Nipo Cotard Fuse, Star J Solar Battery, Inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish o. Slaughter Star J Indian product na number 1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy-duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slaughter Star J, na you Pico.
You are tuned to the city's #1 super dial. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56333. Like I said, move away from your radio set. Turn down the volume so we can hear each other. 60 seconds for you. Mind what you say on the national radio. Thank you so much. Let's start taking calls. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning,
Good morning to you.
Mr. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I want to say I thank you very much. You people are saying the truth. Concerning the book that you need, I need how much is one hand. How do I get to it? How do I get it?
We just mentioned the number. We just called the number out.
Hello?
We just told you we called the number 070-121-46454. See. Okay. 070-121-46454. I told you how to get the book. I said send the message, WhatsApp message preferably, or if you're not WhatsApp, you can do text message. 070-121-46454. That's simple. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
As you can hear me, my name is Joseph calling from Senegal.
It's quite noisy. It's quite noisy there. Uh-oh. You calling from Senegal?
To share with you. You spoke my mind. You said it the way it is. See, shame. Every shame should be on these people. They should be ashamed of themselves. Especially the one who will always come to the southeast. The only bragging right he has is to tell us that he's the number 60 man in the nation. He should be ashamed of himself. And then you nation will organize. And you know, when I tell people that these people know what they are doing, they don't listen to me. And when you nation will organize a protest, the only thing we could do was to circulate a voice note telling me this, they will kill you, they've killed enough, don't participate. What a number 60 man can do. Instead of standing in the gap to tell the government not to kill those people that protest is their right. And then some people are supporting him that he has an intel. Your intel as the number 60 man is to tell us not to protest, that that they will kill you, they have killed you, was enough. Is that what the number 60 man? Look at what somebody, a lawmaker is doing in the US. The post of a lawmaker is what is shaking Nigeria to the roots. A lawmaker is not even the number 60 person. And then compare it to Benjamin Kano. All it comes to other state to do is to tell us that he's the number 60 man. He's the number 60, an empty number 60 man. Shame. He should be ashamed of himself.
All right.
You know, he should be Kanu should be very much ashamed of himself.
Thank you so much.
Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. Transfer to Sokoto. Transfer to Sokoto.
It's okay. Thank you.
We should be ashamed. But let them know. I have to sound this. See, this judgment, the pain of this judgment, cost across the nation. The thing is the Igbo thing. I'm telling you those people that it's not an Igbo thing.
All right.
I was sitting with some Yoruba friend. I was just somewhere, really in pain and crying. When my Yoruba guy walked up to me, and he was also in tears. He was like, "These people just passed a life imprisonment sentence on Nnamdi Kanu." He was shocked. He was also crying. He's a Yoruba person. I'm telling you. He was even the one that was telling me that this judgment will not. He was visibly angry. They thought it's the Igbo thing. It's a Nigerian thing because Nigerians are angry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Thank you. We have to take more calls, okay? Appreciate that. Hello, good morning here.
Good day,
good morning to you.
My name is Rob, calling from Satellite Town.
Okay.
The judgment about Nnamdi Kanu is just like the Igbo nation. I must tell you the truth. It's a big start, there's a lot of know that you can't do anything. There's one thing about this country. When government wants to make sure to become nothing, they find that it's so important to make sure that they help people slip, that make it to become useless. Saying that someone like Kanu spend over how many years in Abuja for not everything we do, I want to know. And yet, judge, the lady there to go to or life sentence or whatever, is still bothering as individual, not even as an Igbo person. So he says, well, I'm not that something agitating for platform of come or whatever. But at times, an injustice for one, injustice for all. When something like this happens, some of us see it, it's not my tribe, it's not my tribe. But when it all goes around, they begin to decide, once something happens, something happens, how to expect things to change? This action by this government, to Nnamdi Kanu. And then when maybe guys as well, I can blame them as well because they all claim that they know they know to I think the highest thing they to package them, but the issue of taking to go is like if I think the government is the terrorists over there to make sure that it becomes useless in life and what.
Thank you.
Or you come out.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Still taking your calls, okay? Yeah, we're taking calls. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm back from Elasa.
Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah.
Talking about the Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, the lawyers have fired the Supreme Court in order to appeal. Then why did they took them to Sokoto? In as much they are applying for appeal, then how will they fast forward these papers? See the bitterness because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. And we are watching. I believe the world is seeing what is happening.
Okay.
A man who agitates self-determination. He did caught him AK-47. But the Northerners who have been caught, who have shot Nigerian military jets down, caught, sentenced 20 years. They count 4 years or 3 years of his trial. The people who have Nigeria, the people they know that they are the owner of Nigeria. The way you treat Igbo man is different. Now, two laws going on in Nigeria, Sharia law and another law. Because it's not a shameful thing to this country. Imagine Mr. Mbak travel to the north and Mr. Mbak could not even know that Sharia is working there as it was. And the Sharia will cut him back. One country, two constitution. Shame to one Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amba. All right, 0700 903 903 903. Good morning.
Thanks, I can be there. How are you doing, sir?
Doing fine. Good morning.
Olatunde Mekuni by name from Sule, Abuja Sule.
All right.
See, my whole opinion is that I want to, please, if possible, you can bring Jack, Michael Jack Akokune and Dr. Bruce Daniel or Femi Falana to come and explain about this man, Nnamdi Kanu case. Because to me, he shot himself on his leg. Why will he personally sack all his lawyer? So Nobody is defending him. He's not a lawyer. That is one. Number two, one of my friends was killed during the sit at home in Anambra State. You understand? We know that Kanu was doing live broadcast during the NSAS. We know everything. But the problem is, why I fault federal government is that they should not be allowing repentant Boko Haram or repentant bandits in their government. They should, Tinubu should declare shoot aside. The way Obasanjo be doing OPC and all that. You understand me?
Okay.
That is my own opinion. But concerning Nnamdi Kanu did what he did. You understand? Which is true. Everybody knows that. A lot of people were killing now. They bought a lot of houses. Maybe just people were dying. They were at a Southeast. We know that. But give us a lawyer, a fan that will come and explain the judgment. Let us know. Not that that is
so thank you. This person is saying, let me read this message. Tinubu's chances of winning election in 2027, including all Southeast governors, senators, House of Representatives members, is about 2%. Ondoha Michael from Greenfield Estate sent that particular message.
Yes. Yeah. I want to the guy that just spoke, he said during NSAS that Nnamdi Kanu made some broadcast. Understand? How many people did he himself killed after listening to that broadcast?
Okay.
How many people did he himself understand killed? I listened to Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast. How many people did I kill? How many houses did I burn? Understand? So those who read, who listened to Omotosho's judgment, what Omotosho was saying from beginning to the end was that Nnamdi Kanu said. Nnamdi Kanu said. He never said Nnamdi Kanu do. So, Jude, if I tell you now, go and kill somebody, you go and kill. So for me, the whole thing is injustice. The whole thing is wickedness. And it did not start today. It has been there since, this is people who are jealous of the progress of the Igbos and want to set Igbos back. That's what is happening.
All right. All the Roku members kidnapped were released. What happened to the kidnappers? Were they arrested? Or they just allowed the people to go? Chooks from Ago Palace sent that message. And then let me see what this other person is saying. What's your name? He said, good morning. Tinubu with his Islamic party, APC, thought he would succeed with propaganda government. Nigerians are more wiser now. Whatever a man sow, he will reap. It's okay. Thank you. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Also, the issue of not being allowed to give his final address before delivering the judgment as well. Is the court by itself not... what are you trying to say? Can't understand you. Thank God our school children have been released. Oh my God.
Which school children?
I couldn't even look at that message. Guy is just I don't know. Okay, let's look at it. On this lingering spate of senseless killings in the country, Nigeria will be on the right path by calling those so-called bandits terrorists and deal with them as terrorists and stop negotiating with them. Period. Popchu in Ikorodu is the one who is saying that. Top of the morning to you in the studio. The rescue of some worshippers in Kwara State is a good development, and the escape of some students is also a good development. But my worry is why federal government does not take precautionary measures. Is what you're trying to say, right? I hope federal government will request for American help, because closed schools is like supporting, or closing schools are supporting program because
excuse me. Closing schools means you have lost it. That the bandits are winning. Understand? You are now going by their own dictates. that you have no answer to what they are doing. So it means that we have surrendered to the bandits. That's why we cannot protect our children. So they don't understand the implication of what they did.
Okay. Peter Anosike, how I wish you can join me again to continue this conversation by 10:30. Yes. But I will specially request for that. I know what to do.
Okay. You have to appease the gods. You have to appease the gods.
I will do that. But for now, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Lagos, I will be back by 10:30. We must continue this conversation, okay? Join me again. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I love you all so much. From me to you, good morning. On social media, don't forget, like on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, I am IKAMIJUDEH. It's just one word, okay? IKAMIJUDEH. I'm out of here. Have a blessed morning. Oh, next is Ogendibo.